I think one of the reasons I'm so passionate about Faith Ventures is before I ever came to Brotherhood to be a part of the global mission team, I actually used Faith Ventures as a pastor. I was serving as a local church pastor for 20 years. And I didn't think about insurance that often, to be honest, in my role. I was worried about discipleship and engaging people in God's mission. But I was thankful to have that in place. And even more so now that I work in this world, realizing all the benefit that can bring. A few examples come to mind for me when I think of how it's benefited people. One's a very personal one. A trip that I led shortly after coming to Brotherhood was a tour group that I was responsible for and led on a tour in Israel. And we had a group of about 45 of us. Again, my focus on the trip was trying to help them experience all that God had for them on the trip. And we had purchased Faith Ventures. We had also purchased trip cancellation coverage, which is an add-on to our plans. And a few days before we went on the trip, we had a lady in our group that she had been. This is a bucket list situation. You know, she wanted to go to Israel. She wanted to walk where Jesus walked, and a few days before, she ended up with a health condition. Actually, her retina detached from her eye, and she had to go into immediate surgery. And obviously, she wasn't able to go on the trip. She wasn't going to be flying anywhere anytime soon. And as I kind of put my pastor hat back on with her, I was disappointed for her. She wasn't going to be able to go on the trip. Of course, disappointed that she was walking through what she was physically, but I was also kind of regretting having to say to her, you know what, at this point, everything you've paid in this four to $5,000 trip is non-refundable. We're just days before we go. Because we had the trip cancellation coverage in place, though, and her situation was a covered expense, she was able to be reimbursed for that. And I remember being so thankful that as a pastor in her life in that moment, that I got to go to her and say, I'm really sorry for all you're walking through. But because we had this in place, we're able to at least help you recover and recoup what you paid for the trip and aren't able to go and experience. And so that was a great moment for me on the front end of my time here, just being able to celebrate a win and see Faith Ventures work the way that it should.